時は戦国末期。日の本すべてを焼いた戦火はいまだに勢い衰えず、山深いアシナの国にも燃え広がっていた。
敵将田村討ち取ったり。
剣聖アシナ一心、国取りの決戦であった。
野良犬が心すらなくしたか。ああ、共に来るか、飢えた狼。
そして戦場で拾われた狼は修行の末熟達の忍びとなった。
忍びの掟は忘れまいな。親の次に大事なもの、お前の心に刻むがよい。あれが今日からお前の主だ。命を賭して守る。たとえ奪われるとも必ず取り戻すのだ。よいな、狼よ。
一心の国取りから24年。アシナの国は斜陽にあり、狼の忍びは全てを失っていた。育ての義父も守るべき主も。
忍びよ、目覚めてください。あなたの主のために。
Alright guys, Source Blood here. Welcome back. It's been a minute since I played Sekiro, but we're gonna do another playthrough because a friend of mine wanted me to do some fights and just help him get through a fight. So hopefully you enjoy my journey through Sekiro, my return to Sekiro, and let's get to it.
井戸底におるあの忍び、特に枷などしておりませんが、構わぬのでしょうか。
大事ない。刀もなく気力すらない。奴はもうただのふぬけよ。
月見櫓が今宵も月に照らされておる。巫女様はまた月明かりで書をお読みかの。
そうじゃな。まだほんの子供というに、囚われとは気の毒なことじ
ゃ。ああ、源一郎様も何かお考えがあるのだろうが。
月見櫓の扉はちゃんと閉まっておるか。
閉まっておるが、壁の穴はそのままにしておるぞ。
ああ、そちらは心配いらぬだろう。穴は崖際じゃ通えるものなどあるまいよ。
よく来てくれた。久しいな、狼よ。
お迎えに参上いたしました。我が主。
表を上げよ。くさび丸、そなたの刀だ。我が忍びよ。主従の約定に従い、命を賭し、我に仕えよ。
御意。
I remember when this game first came out, there were a lot of people who said that the game doesn't give you a tutorial. That's not true. You have to talk to people and listen to what they say. And even the eavesdropping helps you with figuring out how to beat certain encounters. So you just need to pay attention. And then when you speak to somebody, you also need to speak to them again to make sure that you've exhausted their dialogue and gotten everything that you need. And this is kind of the first example of that happening, where after you talk to the young master here, you talk to him again to get the gourd.
そうだ。そなたにこれを託そう。
The gourd.
薬水のひょうたんだ。これで傷を癒してくれ。さて、そなたの体、その後大事はないか？
その後とは？
あの世のこと、覚えておらぬのか？
はい。
いや、司祭は後にしよう。今は、このアシナの城を脱さねばならぬ。
御意。
堀沿いに進んだ橋の下に、場外への抜け穴がある。一心様より、そう聞いたことがある。まずは、その橋下の抜け穴を見つけてきてほしい。見つけたらそうだな。足の歯笛で合図をくれるか。ほら、昔、聞かせてくれたであろう。こう、ピーッとな。その音を頼りに、そなたのもとへ行こう。狼よ、そなたからも何かあるのか？
Right, so another complaint people had was that the game didn't have an easy mode. So right now, this game is easy mode. If you give Kuro his charm, then it goes into hard mode. And then there are other ways in the game later on to increase the difficulty as you progress. So this right now is the easy mode. And it's not as hard as people make it out to be. So if you're new to the game, you don't want to give him the charm. You want to do nothing.
そうか。では、頼んだぞ、狼よ。
Make sure you don't forget to equip your items that you received. The healing gourd, the pellets, and the homeward idol. So make sure you put those on as soon as you get those. That might have been a little fast, but basically a stealth attack with the right button on the controller. And then we had a parry, which is the left button just before a hit lands. And your success in this game really depends on how well you can parry. For like 90% of the fights, it's basically how well you can parry. So, you know, take some time, get good at parrying. Lock-ons can be good in some situations, but where you get camera clipping, you definitely don't want to lock on. So it depends on where you're standing, where the enemy is standing, and, you know, if you're able to see clearly the target that you're trying to hit. After playing games like Elden Ring and Wukong and Jedi Survivor and stuff like that, you kind of tend to realize that the parry timing in Sekiro is actually quite generous. It's actually quite generous, so you shouldn't really be like struggling to parry. We'll talk a little bit more about when to parry. So like right now, you wait for his hand to go up and then you parry. Yep. So as soon as his hand hits the apex or the highest point, you start to parry. And it's a little different for each enemy, but typically that's the gist of it, right? Alright, so let's see if we can do this now without dying. This is our first mini-boss encounter. Let's see if I remember how to play this game or not. Okay, so, okay, so that took a little bit of muscle memory, and I almost died for it, but it's fine. We're good. So the two bars, the posture bars, you saw the one near me that was depleting, that was filling up. Every time I take a hit or a block, my posture bar fills up. Same thing for the other guy. You really want his to fill up before yours does. And the best way to do that is with parrying. So every time you parry, your posture bar drops and his fills up. Which is why parrying is such an important skill to master.
この橋の下、堀のどん詰まりに抜け穴があるじゃろ。あそこも見張りせよとの仰せじゃと。
なんとも限界なことじゃ。戦が近いのかもしれんのう。
Yeah, I cautiously walked up there because I couldn't tell if it was the head or the tail. So I wasn't sure if he was able to see me or not. Oh, that was stupid. You can clearly see there's gaps in my memory right now. Hang on. Now we're coming up to Genshiro. In the past, I might have been able to do this fight, but I don't think I can because I haven't played Sekiro in a while. Where you don't die, so we're just gonna let it happen, I think, and see how we do, you know.
狼をよく見つけてくれた。さあ、参ろう。
御意。
血の定めから逃れることしかできぬとはな。この城を出ていずこへ参ろうか。まずはアシナの国を離れるか、あるいはどこかに身を隠すか。そなたはどう思う？
御意のままに。
御意か。そなたは変わらぬな。
は。
いや、懐かしいと思うてな。さあ、参ろう。行こう。ここを抜ければアシナの場外だ。
Okay, so now that we've exhausted that conversation, we can move forward. Genshiro.
久しいな、巫女よ。叔父上の墓前以来か。
源一郎殿。私はすまぬ。
お任せを。
邪魔立てするか、巫女の忍びを。芦名源一郎、参る。
Yeah, definitely rusty. We'll work on that going forward. It's okay.
忍びとてこの程度か。巫女はもらっていくぞ。
これは。
目覚めたようじゃな。どうやらまだ死の定めではないと見える。お前さん、名は何という？その目、さしずめ、任に敗れた狼といったところか。
言えぬ。
それが忍びじゃな。わしは仏を掘らなきゃならん。お前さんはお前さんで好きにしな。
何故俺はここにいる？
ただ拾ったのよ。屍かどうかもわからぬものを野良犬に食わせてやることもあるまい。
どれほど俺は眠っていた？
お前さんを拾ってからずいぶん経つぞ。
そうか。
じゃが主の主はまだ生きておるぞ。アシナの城で囚われとなっている。だがすぐにもその血を利用されちまうだろう。お前さんを見ればその価値は十分にあろうというものじゃ。
この左腕、俺に何をした？
そいつは忍び義手。石腕の狼にはおあつらえ向きの牙じゃろうて。仏を掘るには無用でな。お前さんにくれてやる。
忍び義手。
そいつはただ失った腕を補うもんじゃない。任務を見つけたらわしのところに持ってくるがいい。
任具だと？そうか。このからくり。
察しがいいな。任務を持ってきたら忍び義手に仕込んでやる。そうすりゃその義手のありがたみがわかるじゃろうさ。喋りすぎたな。いいきな。
巫女様の血が利用されるとはどういうことだ？
わしも詳しいことなど知らん。ただ流院、そう呼ばれる特別な血があるという。主の主はそれを持っておる。
それゆえ巫女様は。
付け狙われる。お前さんの体が妙なことになっておるのもそのせいかもしれぬな。お前さんもそうじゃが、この荒れ寺にはおかしな客がまあまあ訪れる。寺を出て右手の広場にもそうした者が一人おる。妙なことになっておる者同士、気が合うかもしれんな。その優しい顔の仏様はわしの掘ったもんじゃねえ。まことの仏師が掘られたものだ。人が己の内にあるものと向き合う、そういった時に助けとなるだろう。
己の内にあるものとは。
怒り、悲しみ、あるいは古い過去の記憶、そういった類のものじゃ。
Alright, so we're gonna try to keep these videos short. The first one may be a little long, but after that we're gonna try to limit them to maybe about half hour. So I'll probably just do videos on boss encounters after this one. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, because we don't really want to, you know, keep you guys here for like 2-3 hours watching me play Sekiro. So we'll see how it goes. We know where that goes. There we go. This is what we want to see right here. I think the dragon rot that was on my face is mostly gone because I rested. There's still a little bit left. And she's going to talk about that now.
息を吹き返したのですね。流因の力。この目でしかと見ることになるとは。
何者だ。
エマと言います。猿お方に仕えるクスシです。
猿お方とは。
すみませぬが、主の命にて明かせません。ただ、あなたを助けよと、そう仰せつかっています。信用しろとは言いません。ですが、私は主の命を果たさねばならぬのです。あなたが持っている薬水のひょうたん、それはもともと私が作り上げたものです。クスシとして助けとなりましょう。
このひょうたん、お主が作ったというのか。
はい。元は九郎様のためにあなたが譲り受けていたのですね。気づいているかもしれませんが、このひょうたんの薬水はおのずと湧き出します。尽きたとて少し休めばまた満ちるでしょう。
クスシとしての助けとは。
ひょうたんの種をお持ちください。
種だと。
はい。薬水はひょうたんの種より湧き出します。新たな種を加えれば薬水の傘が増すでしょう。手に入れたら持ってきてください。
わかった。
一つ頼みがあります。
なんだ。
少し顔を見せてください。
何？
白いあざ。これは生まれつきですか？
いや。
ならば流因を受けた者に現れるということか。あるいは兆しか。
もう良いか。
ああ、十分です。無礼をしました。すみませぬ。ではまた。
One important thing is that after you speak to people, sometimes you need to rest to have other interactions. This is important, so don't forget to do that. So like you see Emma here on the outside. Like after you rest, sometimes she will go inside and talk to him, and you need to be able to eavesdrop on those interactions. Let's see. Yeah, she's not inside right now, but she will go in at some point. This is our parry trainer. This is where we get good. So we spend a lot of time here working on skills and trying to master the skills that we've learned.
見ぬ顔だな。そこもと、なあ。だが、腕ある忍びとお見受けした。忍びの技ならば、あるいは。そこもとよ。ぜひ、それがしと、立ち会ってもらおう。やはり死なぬわな。
Clearly, I still need work on my parries.
そこもとの立ち筋、見事なものであった。それがしをかように従前に殺した者、そうはおらぬ。
お主は何だ。
死なず、あるいは虫つきと呼ぶ者もおるな。死ねぬので、ただここにおるのだ。そこもとはこのような荒れ寺で何よ。随分と眉間にシワが寄っておる。そこもとよ。それがしを使い、刀の修練をせぬか。お主の使命を果たすために。死ねぬ体ゆえ、幾度でも切られてやれるぞ。どうじゃ。
承知した。
よし、刀を振らば。しからば参る。さらに参るぞ。まだまだ。良き立ち会いだった。しからば参る。まだまだ。まだまだ。お見事。しからば参る。さらに参るぞ。
Alright, so we're having a little bit of muscle memory here now. little bit of muscle memory. It's starting to feel like I remember it.
さすがだな。
But we're still not quite there yet, so we'll keep working on it.
そこもととの修練だが、そろそろそれがしもそこもとの修。どうした？なぜ？半分は退屈しのぎ、もう半分そこもとの眉間のさあ、良いからや。では、承知。
You also need to make sure you visit this guy regularly to get new skills.
さらに参る。
After you face certain enemies. What you'll notice too is that when the health gets low, it takes longer for the posture bar to drop. So he stays at broken posture longer.
お見事。
So we did our training. Might need to parry a little bit more to get better at it. But you can just go ahead and talk to him now.
そこもとよ。この社には行き場を失った者が集うようだ。俺、現にそれがしもここにおる。だからかの。そこの賽銭箱にも時折何やら流れ着くのよ。この社には現だがそこのまた来るがいい。
Okay, so we're done with him for now. Remember to check the offering box as you play through. If you see something in the box, it means that you didn't kill a boss. You skipped something, and the item that you normally would have gotten from killing that boss is now in the box. That's what it means.
狼殿。では。
Alright, let's get to the meat of the game now. Here we go. While resting respawns enemies that you've already killed, it is important to stop at the sculptor's idols and make sure that you unlock all the idols along the way. At this point, I've gotten so accustomed to playing Ghost of Tsushima now that I keep hitting X to attack instead of the right bumper. So if you see that happen, that's why. If you see me miss an attack. Do not underestimate the importance of a ceramic shard. So for example, put the shards here, put the dust here, and we switch to a shard. We throw it at that dude. Yeah, I absolutely love ceramic shards. Just hold X to collect the loot. From the day this game announced, I thought this game was spectacular. I just like the level of the detail of the gore in it. And it feels so good, the combat does. So let's talk about items for a sec. So this right here, basically you throw dust in their eyes and distracts them so that you can go in for attacks or killing blows. So this is useful. You probably won't see me use it a lot. The sugars give you like a temporary buff to stats, like the one I just picked up. So you gotta keep an eye out for the sugars. It is important to look around and see where things are. So for example, from my previous playthroughs, I know there's a ledge right here that I can drop down to. And there's another sugar under here. The sugars actually later on become abilities, so you don't have to use the sugars, but you can still keep the sugars because those abilities use I forget what they use, but they use these little items that you carry in your bag. And so like if you don't have any of those items, then you can use the sugars as a replacement. I forget what the items are called. We'll get one of them soon enough, I think. Yeah, I don't have any yet. I think they're called spirit tokens or something like that. The birds can be a little challenging to parry, but you know, after you do it a couple times, you'll get accustomed to that too, so don't worry about it. There's something in here, if I remember correctly, so we drop down in here. Right, the shuriken wheel, which is our first prosthetic tool that we pick up. Now, it is very important that we take the shuriken wheel back to orangutan so that we can use it in the situations that we have up ahead. So we're gonna go to orangutan right now. So there's a lot of back and forth in the game, and I guess these are the things that they don't tell you, that you kind of figure out as you play the game. But orangutan did tell you in the beginning that as you find tools, bring it to him and he will adjust your prosthetic. So, yeah. I forgot that he said that. I apologize.
任具を仕込むことでその牙は形を変えることができるようになる。敵立てならば打ち砕き、素早き敵ならば仕留め撃つ。仕込んだ任具が増えるだけ敵を殺す術も増えるじゃろう。殺す相手なりの殺し方を持つ。そういうことじゃ。
随分と詳しい。
いかんな。いつまでも血生臭いことを言うておるから仏の顔も鬼になるのよ。どれ貸してみろ。わしが任具を仕込んでやろう。
And just like that, we have our first shinobi prosthetic tool, the loaded shuriken.
わしが掘る仏を業深いのはそうなる。お前さんもそれで。ああ、そこにある優しい顔の仏様、そいつには妙な真似をするなよ。
Alright, so we can use right trigger now for the prosthetic tool, and Y to switch between different prosthetic tools. So we're good to go. So we first need to equip the loaded shuriken, and we're good to go. Spirit emblems, that's what they're called. I knew it was a spirit something. I said tokens, right? So you need spirit emblems to use the prosthetic tools. And so we start with 5, but you can purchase more with the coin that you have, or you can collect them from killing enemies. So we're going to travel back here because it's faster. And then we're going to go grab the other sculptor's idol that we missed. So here we go again. And it's okay to do this multiple times. This is good XP, which gets you abilities that you need later on. So it's okay to come back and replay an area. You don't have to, you know, rush to bosses. Be aware that that little yellow arrow denotes enemy awareness, and it turns red when they see you. So just keep that in mind. Do I wait for him to turn around, or do I go up there and slap him in the face? I guess we're waiting. It's fine. Alright, so we have a second chance to parry the bird. Birds are a little weird, but you get the hang of it by repetition, so here we go. They're a little weird, but you get the hang of it soon enough. Alright, so let's start with our shuriken. There should be another wolf here somewhere. And then there's one more just up the road there. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Alright, that's good. We need to visit the idol, even if we don't rest, so that we have that fast travel point. That's fine. Don't forget to hold on X to collect the loot that drops after people die, you know. Alright, so this is important. There is another ledge over here that you can drop down to. Let's talk about this for a sec. So when I go through there, there is a mini boss that I fight, right? But there is also a ledge over here that you can drop down to that you might miss if you're not paying attention. Where is it? Where is it? And it looks like you're gonna die, but you're not gonna die. You'll be okay. So you go up here, and then you see that ledge down there? That's fine. You're not gonna die from the fall. We got that mini boss, but he's looking at the doorway. So if we go through there, we engage him head on, and we don't get the stealth kill, because he'll see us coming. So we often just drop off this ledge right here. There you go. Little bit of fall damage, nothing too serious. Take a pellet, keep going. Yeah, so the Jizo Satcheries become pretty important later on for restoring your nodes of restorative power, which I don't have any of right now. But just hold on to that. So we can skip that entire area with that little mini boss, but we don't want to. So we're working our way back up to where he is, basically. Did I jump too far? No. I might have jumped too far, guys. It's been a minute, so I'm trying to figure out where I am right now. Alright, we'll do it in reverse. It's fine. We'll do it in reverse, and then we'll do it the right way. We absolutely need to take this guy out, because he will shoot your head off. Black gunpowder is useful for upgrading prosthetics, so keep that in mind. Don't go selling it. We want this guy's icon to turn yellow, so he starts to investigate, and then we bug out. So as soon as he turns yellow, we have his interest. Another stealth kill. There we go. And then we can grab this guy right here. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Alright, we can't get up there. Grab that ledge. Swing over. This is a running jump here. Alright.
ごくよ、行くよ、さよう。死者見たところあんたもごくよ。
Yeah, so we found the Crow's Bed Memorial Mob, and they sell us all kinds of useful and interesting stuff. One thing we do need is Robert's Firecrackers, but we don't have enough money for that yet. So basically the Firecrackers startle beasts, and it becomes very useful in certain boss fights. I would suggest that while you're playing the game, you purchase these coin purses, so that if you die, you don't lose your coins, right? So whenever you see a coin purse, you pick those up, and they help you to store your coins in the event of death, right? Alright, so we made it up here. We're gonna hop off here. And up here, we're gonna go kill that mini boss real quick. And we're trying to avoid being seen, so that's fine. Here's our mini boss friend. First kill. From behind. Can't stop it. Alright, now we're in the fight. Ooh. Alright, so it's just reminding us that we have a gourd because we're a little low, but that's okay. That brings me to a good point right there. You can interrupt perilous attacks by attacking yourself, so keep that in mind. You need to stop that white aura, which is posture recovery. And then you just parry your way through his posture and kill him. Easy. So we got our first prayer bead and our first gourd seed from him. So immediately what we do, we phone home. You phone home to the dilapidated temple so we can increase the size of our gourd. And then you need 4 prayer beads to increase your health bar. Ooh, but before we do the gourd, let's go grab the new training, because this is important. So the new training is consecutive deflections, which is very important. Because as you can see, consecutive deflections raise your enemy's posture bar very fast. This is where you need to get good at parrying. That's a very important skill to have. So if you don't get that and you forget to go back and visit him, you'll find that the game becomes a lot harder for you. Oh, he got me that time. You have to look at his sword arm too to see which direction he's swinging in, and then dodge to that opposite direction. I'm so rusty, but we'll get it eventually. But all we're trying to do is to build up his posture, keep his health low, so that posture takes longer to recover.
どうした？良き立ち会いだった。
We have countering thrust attacks, which is what that mini boss did to us just now. He did thrust and sweep attacks, so you have to be able to deflect those as well. Perfect parries. There's actually a better skill for that, but we haven't gotten it yet, so. When we get there, we'll highlight that skill. Sweeping attacks. There we go. So for these ones, you need to jump on his head. And then go into the finisher. That one I definitely have to work on, because you see I'm missing it. Right? Gotta get better at doing that one. Okay, I got it. Alright, so we have new training from Hanbei the Undying. We're done with him for now. Alright, so enhanced physical attributes is just turned up because we've gotten a prayer bead, but we need 4 prayer beads in order to enhance that, right? Which is basically to increase your health bar. So we'll travel to the outskirts again. But this time we can go to the gate path because we visited that shrine last. Something's looking at us. It's fine. We don't care. We are moving on. Alright, so we're here now, where we were before. Remember, we have our ceramics. Oh yeah, guys with guns don't move. That's the lesson here. So, if you have a guy with a rifle throwing ceramics at him, will not make him move. So don't waste your time with that. Just walk up to him, stab him in the back. Something you have to be aware of is like how people pat. We got more ceramics. That's fine. Back up here. We got this dude here, solo dude. And then we got these three dudes who are obviously going to be upset at the fact that their two friends are now dead. There we go. So he's dead too. There we go. Perfect. Let's talk about the blue one that's glowing up there a little bit. So that one that's glowing up there, skill points. I actually, can I do that right now? Yeah, I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. All right, we'll come back to that. I think I might need an idol for that. So I would kill these two guys using the shurikens, but it takes too long, so we are going to use the tree instead. Oh yeah, don't forget to eavesdrop, guys. Okay. So we're talking about 3 bosses right now. We're talking about 3 bosses. We're talking about Genshiro, Gyobu, and Ishin. If you don't know this guy's here, he can be a pain in your ass. So let's kill him, get your spirit emblem, and move on. I think that clears this particular area. I think we've gotten everything we need to get. That's fine. We're gonna go over here and talk to this crazy old lady.
Oh, Inosuke ka, Segare yo. Waka-sama o minakatta ka no? Nanja, damatte shimotte. Hara demo itai ka no? Segare yo, Waka-sama no koto o anji, kono mamori suzu o Hotoke-sama ni osonai shite okure.
Right, so this bell you need to offer to the Buddha, the kind-hearted Buddha statue in the sculptor's temple. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you gotta break shit to get in a room, right? There's some more coin purses. We like coin purses. We do. When I first played the game, I didn't realize the relevance of coin purses. This is an Elsuke, by the way.
誰ぞそこにおるのか。その声、いやまさかな。御人、我が名は野上伊之助。平田家の老頭だった。どうかそこのあばら屋の老婆の様子見てやってくれぬか。私の母なのだが狂ってしまい、もはや誰が誰だか分かっておらぬ。お主の母に会ったぞ。鈴をもらった。そうか。礼を言う。母はその鈴をずっと気にかけていた。上ごとのように仏様に備えろと。
Yeah.
先ほど母の相手をして母はその上ごとの。
So this is the game's way of telling you what to do with the bell, okay?
伊之助、守りすほら、仏様。
Alright, and she sends you to the sculptor's temple as well. I like to check the roofs, make sure there's nothing up there that I didn't miss. All of these little ledge areas, make sure you explore thoroughly. This guy right here, he needs to die. But you see, he's walked into line of sight of the gunman, so you need to pull him back. Because you don't want to step out there and get your head blown off by that guy up on top of the wall. So we pull him back with a ceramic shard, and then we move to end them all. We go this way. And we're gonna go and buy all the coin purses that the memorial mob has, because that helps us with keeping our money safe, right? So as long as we have coin, we have 234. We'll buy out the coin purses. So same as we did before. We get these guys' attentions, and then we kill them one at a time. You know, unless you think you're a real badass and you want to take them all at once. Alright, so you can go over this temple now, and that'll take you to the next area. But what I like to do is I like to go around the back here to collect the spirit emblems that are on the ground back here, as well as some Maibu balloons, Mibu, for the blessings. And also, in turn, coming around here exposes you to this very large snake skin, which becomes a little relevant, more relevant a little bit later. Make sure you grab the scrap iron. That's another crafting material for the shinobi tools. And then as you get here, run and jump off, and then hug the wall. Or you can attempt to go back the other way and just skip all this drama right here. So we're gonna run, jump, and grapple. Easy. And we need to claim and grab here. And then we need to talk to this sculptor, this idol. So we have a new fast travel point. We don't quite need to rest just now. But we do need to go kill this bird. One of my viewers likes to say the birds are people too, and they're gonna call PETA on me. But, you know, we do what we must.
これも平田のものだ。弔ってやらねば。黒房がエマ殿、平田から逃れてきた者、他にはもうほとんど残っておりません。そうですか。すまぬ。流人を狙う者は絶えぬ。平田の者たちを私が巻き込んでしまった。
Yeah, so it's unclear whether Kuro belongs to the Hirado family or he just stayed there. But it's an interesting thing to talk about. We need to talk to this guy real quick. This is Anayama, the traitor, or the thief, however you want to put it.
旦那、覚えてねえんですか？へえ、なるほど、覚えてねえと。なあ旦那、あっしはあんたに会ったことがある。その頃は賊をやってやした。それから足を洗って物売りを始めたんでさ。が、銭がない。銭がないから品もない。そこで旦那、あっしにちーとばかし銭を用立てていただけやせんか。それを元手に旦那にもきっと役立つ品を仕入れやす。それからおまけにあの世のこと話して差し上げやしょう。どうです？悪い話じゃねえでしょ。
So at first I thought this was a con, but it's actually a pretty good deal. So you give him the 10 sen. And he tells you about what happened at Hirata Estate.
平田はご存知の通り、芦名の分家。珍家な野党なんざ普通は返り討ちです。けど、先だっての戦の折だ。若い侍はほとんど出払ってたんでさ。そこを狙って押し入りやして、そんで火をつけ奪った。その最中でさ、旦那と会ったのは。旦那は何かを探してた。そんな風に見えやしたね。あっしが知ってるのはそんなもんでさ。そうか。ああ。あの世もちょうどそんな顔してやした。今も何かをお探しで？ねえ、旦那。お題さえいただけりゃ、他にも知りたいことをお教えできるかもしれやせん。ぜひ情報を買ってください。
So we give him the 20 cent.
お買い上げありがとうございます。
That's 30 cent we spent on
旦那は忍びです。忍びの道具の情報を教えて差し上げやしょう。頼む。あっし、すげえ勢いで火が出る筒を見かけたことがありやす。平田屋敷の押し入りの時、あっしの仲間がぶんどったもんです。ボーボーってな調子ですげえ勢いで火を吹いてやしたよ。
Right, so the flame barrel is my next prosthetic, which is what Anayama is talking about. So, if we come up here now, we don't really want to get too close, but if we come up here and we eavesdrop on these guys, they're talking about the mini boss up there, and so you need the flame barrel to beat him, which is what Anayama was talking about just now, the night that he met you. So, at this point, we need to rest for two reasons. Resting opens up Anayama's store, which allows us to buy stuff from him. And also the second reason is that we need to travel. We need to travel to the sculptor's temple. Right, so now Anayama has stuff that we can buy from him as well. So we'll go ahead and grab the 2 coin purses to keep our money safe. And then we will travel to the sculptor's temple. Because now we have the bell, right? So we need to, because he talks about the flame barrel he saw in Harada Estate. And to get to the flame barrel, we need to go to the sculptor's temple, and we need to use the bell to go to Harada's estate to get that item so that we can progress further. So we're going to stop here for now, and then in the next video, we'll take a look at what happens when we go to Harada's estate. I think, did we give her the gourd seed? I don't think we did, so we'll do that before we end off.
はい、種をひょうたんに植え、これで薬水の傘が妙、貢献があれば奇妙と思うことでも勇んですべし。それが我が師道元のひょうたんの種を薬水の傘。おや、何？
ああ、仏に備えろと渡された。
ならば仏師殿仏のことならば。
Alright, so we're gonna rest here, and this is where we're gonna end the video today. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, it helps me out, and I'll see you on the next one.